Hi, everyone. Welcome, and thank you all so much for coming. My name is Maya Hammerman, and I am the founder of Contra Costa Shark Tank. This competition was created to promote and celebrate youth entrepreneurship in our county. As an entrepreneur myself, I've gained so much, including confidence, financial skills, and perseverance. Being young is the best time to become an entrepreneur. We don't have mortgages, children, or other big responsibilities. Young entrepreneurs are empowered to learn and make mistakes while having direct responsibility and ownership for a business they created. Ultimately, promoting entrepreneurship helps drive innovation, create jobs, and boost our local economy. This competition is different from the TV show. We are not investing in a business, but rather we are acknowledging inspiring young entrepreneurs. The judges will consider 4 criteria for selecting the winners. First, enthusiasm for entrepreneurship. Second, how the business is presented. Third, the viability of the business. And fourth, how the prize money will be used. I would like to thank the community members who helped me make this event possible. First, Sarah Regan and the Lafayette Chamber of Commerce. Sarah not only provided generous donation, but she also gave great suggestions and was super excited by the idea. Next, I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors, Chevron CEO Mike Worth, Visa CEO Ryan McInerney, and PG&E CEO Patty Poppy. All of them not only provided generous funding, but they also offered encouragement, since youth entrepreneurship is often how future CEOs and business leaders are created. Next, I'd like to thank Campolindo High School. The Parents Club for helping to sponsor the event, and the Campo Entrepreneurship Club for spreading the word to county schools and evaluating the over 300 applicants. I'd also like to thank our amazing faculty advisor, Ms. Peterson, and Quinn, Trevor, Peter, and Colby, club members who are here tonight to help make the event a success. Thank you to Girls Crushing It for being a sponsor of the event and for being a wonderful organization that has helped me and many other local girls learn about entrepreneurship. Thank you to everyone else who helped with this competition, including our 10 inspiring finalists. They have worked so hard, and we are so excited to hear their pitches tonight. Lastly, I'd like to thank and introduce our other judges. Jason Gardner is an experienced entrepreneur who went from selling tie-dye t-shirts as a kid to taking his fintech company, Marqeta, public a few years ago. He is also a Campo parent. Stephanie Williams is a senior leader on the finance side of PG&E, and she is also a Campo alumni. Anthony Marino helped grow and launch an apparel resale company that went public a few years ago and has a background in launching new business ventures. He is also a Campo parent to 2 students. Lastly, Roxanne Kristoff has been a long-term mentor to me, and she is the founder of Girls Crushing It and has entrepreneurial background in publishing. She's a Miramonte parent, but we won't hold it against her. Tonight, each of our amazing finalists will have approximately 3 minutes to share their ideas, and the judges will have approximately 5 minutes to ask questions. After all the presentations are completed, the judges will take a few minutes to tally the scores, and then we'll announce the winners. So let's get started. Our announcer tonight is Quinn Flanagan from the Campo Entrepreneurships Club.
Hello, everybody. My name is Quinn Flanagan, and I'm the Vice President of Camp Lindo's Entrepreneurship Club, and I'll be introducing each finalist tonight. We will be going in order from youngest to oldest. So first up is Hunter Smith, a 5th grader from Burton Valley Elementary School in Lafayette, who will be pitching his business, Sports City. Let's welcome Hunter to the Shark Tank stage.
Did you see my bicycle kick? No, I wish I had an Alex Plaza rookie card. Did you see my grand slam? No, I wish I had an Addison Humminger Kaboom card. I wish there was a company that made some of those.
Have you heard of Sports City? I happen to make you some cards. Hi, I'm Hunter Smith, the CEO of Sports City. This year, my team won the state cup, and some of my team members are in attendance today. We are stars now, but we'll have to wait until we get pro to get our own sports cards. As my sister says, we want them now! If Sports City is a custom sports card company. If you send us a picture of you or someone you know, we will turn it into a sports card. It'll be moments you'll cherish forever for only $5. So to date, we've sold 75 cards for $270 in revenue and $230 in profit. Our needs are marketing. Right now, it's word of mouth and normally one card at a time. But that all changed when one coach decided to buy it for our entire team. Thanks, Mrs. O. And that gave me an idea to sell to coaches too. I've been on LMYA, CYO, Eclipse, and Next Level. Imagine if every single coach or team parent knew about this. Our business would grow significantly. Another marketing idea is to get in front of big crowds. Hi, big crowd. Go to sports.city to get your own sports card today. But our biggest challenge is the time. It takes hours to receive order, design, print, laminate, and ship the card. Our solution to the biggest challenge is launching a website that allows people to design their own cards. This is why I'm looking for your investment today. I happen to make you some samples. These are moments you'd like to cherish forever, like your company going public or giving that big speech. So what do you say, Sharks? You in? Thank you.
We'll just jump in. Okay. Well, hey, first of all, thanks. That was great. And just a quick question: when the coach gave out the cards, what did people do with the cards?
I'm not sure, but I think they put it like in their trophy case. But I'm not sure. Sophie, where did you put your card? Yeah, they're in rooms.
So how did you get the business started? So it's actually a really good idea because I think a lot of us who love sports have collected cards as kids. Yeah. So what really drove you to start this business and really spend your time on it?
What drove me is when during our Christmas with our friends, I wanted to make an original gift and I decided to make every single one of them a sports card, and that's how it got started.
Awesome. And then around marketing, how do you think about marketing? I mean, you're in school full time, you have homework, I'm sure you have sports on the weekend. So how are you finding time to market?
I think for marketing wise, we should just like buy a little more ads. And I'm training my friends to make some sports cards, so they would know how to do it. So we have 3 times the amount of helping hands.
That's great. And I want to compliment you on not being afraid to ask friends for help. I think sometimes, we don't want to ask for help because we feel like it might be burdensome. So great job feeling like you're ready to recruit someone, because I think you will certainly have orders since you're promoting in front of this big crowd. And I'm curious, will you be extending to other areas outside of sports?
Yes. As some of your cards show, it's into your hobbies. And I was going to make a Christmas present for my dad, and yeah, that's not sports. Yeah.
Well, I can feel your energy and excitement. I have a 9-year-old and 11-year-old who I know would love to have some cards to trade with their friends. The question I have is, have you assessed kind of your competition? What can you expect from, competitors in the market?
So our only competition so far is 2 apps on the App Store. I forget one's name, the other one's Rookies. They take longer to make, and you design the card entirely, so it's not like a surprise when you get it. And also ours takes a little faster, so ours is a little better.
That's great.
I love these little personalized ones. I was curious, what are your best-selling products, and for which sports?
Well, our best-selling products so far are soccer, because I made a whole lot for my team, and a lot of people like soccer, so I made theirs.
And are your parents giving you money to help you scale your business?
No.
Where are your parents?
Right there. My dad's helping a little with the designing of cards, and my mom's supporting me by posting stuff on her Lumber into Families page, though.
Well, that's awesome. I love that you are embracing entrepreneurship at this age. I was the same when I was your age, and the company's got bigger and bigger as time went on. And proud of not just you, but everybody who's going to present today. It's quite a journey at this age to really believe in yourself and start a business. And it takes lots of guts to be up here and pitch to everybody. So thank you for all involved.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hunter. Next up is Archit Kundu, a 5th grader from Bella Vista Elementary School in San Ramon, who will be pitching his business, Experimental Kids. Let's welcome Archit to the stage.
Hi Sharks, I'm Archit, and I'm here to pitch my business, The Experimental Kids, the business by a kid for kids that makes learning science accessible, fun, and safe. I've always had a passion for science, so one day I asked my mom to get me a science kit for my birthday. At the store, I realized how expensive they were. A simple crystal growing kit for $60, I knew I couldn't ask for more than one. So I tried to go with the safest option. Checking all the ingredients, I realized that all the kits on the shelves had dangerous toxic ingredients in them. I thought this was wrong. Kids deserve to see the wonders of science without having to pay the expensive price or choose between toxic options. That's why I started the Experimental Kids, a business with a mission to teach kids the wonders of science in a safe yet fun way. First product is a lava lamp. If you ever wanted to, lots of kids like to have lava lamps in their room to decorate. But the one problem is they're way too expensive or they're too dangerous. But not now. I created a kit where kids can make the lava lamp themselves. They get to mix cool colors, watch the bubbles rise and fall, and it's mesmerizing, as you can see here. And it's made of non-toxic ingredients, unlike a $50 lava lamp that you can buy online that can burn your house down. And this is this is just a better version because it uses non-toxic ingredients such as food coloring and oil that are perfectly safe for children to use. Next up, we have the crystal growing kit. Ever wanted to grow your own crystals at home? Well, now you can. This kit is not made of dangerous ingredients, as it's an experimental kids product. Unlike a kit you can buy from, let's say, National Geographic, that comes with toxic ingredients, and it's way too overrated with the overly inflated price of $60. I see you've already looked into the products. How do you like them?
They're great. It's very soothing. I'm feeling my blood pressure go down.
Yeah. And as you can see, this is filled up because I added way too much to start it. And so who's ready to spark the curiosity and creativity of young minds? With your support and the prize money, we can bring the joy of learning science to children everywhere.
Great job on your pitch. One of the things that we teach in entrepreneurship to kids is to identify a problem, come up with a solution, and you were really clear about problem, solution, and your mission for how to fix it.
Yeah.
So great job on that. And my question is, how are you getting your kits in the hands of kids right now, or are you? Do you have sales?
Well, I have sales about $350 and a profit about $170 total. And to get out this, I've attended lots of kids' business fairs throughout this Bay Area. And that's how I got most of my profit. And for one, I even got some prize money because my business was the most original. Because all the businesses out there is usually like arts and crafts and like things like that, like jewelry. But mine was the most original and solved a real world problem for kids. Mm-hmm.
I like how creative all these kits are. I wanted to ask, beyond the kids' business fairs, how do you plan on marketing it?
Well, I plan on doing some social media marketing on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest because most of my customers are kids age 5 to 10, but it's the parents that are buying it for them. So I'm going to target those parents through social media marketing to buy the products.
It's great. Sorry if I missed this, but what was the price that you're selling the kits for?
I'm selling both of these for $7. This lava lamp kit cost $4.99 to make, and this costs $4.88 to make.
So you sold $350 and you have $170 in profit. Who have you been selling to? What's your customer?
My customers are mostly kids aged 5 to 10 who are buying them at business fairs that I go to.
And where are these business fairs that you go to? Are they just in the Contra Costa or San Ramon area, or are you traveling like
the whole Bay Area?
The whole Bay Area.
And around to sell my products.
Another question, how do you plan on using the prize money?
To use the prize money, I would build a website because I haven't done that already, and I realized that building a website costs money. And as I said earlier, I would do some social media marketing to sell my products, and I would use some of the prize money for that too.
Is this your first business?
Yeah.
Thank you, Archit. Next up is Lydia Stewart, a 7th grader from Virtuous Voices Christian Academy in Antioch. And she will be pitching her business, Lydia's Soap. Let's welcome Lydia to the Shark Tank stage. Here's-
Hi Sharks, I'm Lydia and I'm here to talk about my awesome business, Lydia Soap. So you know how bathtub is fun with toys, right? So why not clean while you play with my Rub-A-Dub soap? I come from a big family and I'm the middle child, which means I help my mom with my little siblings' bath time, and they love bringing lots and lots of toys, but they always forget the soap. That's when I got the idea to put toys in the soap to make bath time not only clean but also super fun. So who do you know with a little one that loves bringing lots and lots of toys but always forgets the soap? Well, they're going to love Lydia's soap. It's also safe for sensitive skin. Handmade by yours truly, Lydia Soap is made with love. So Maya, Roxanne, I need your help to make sure Lydia Soap is the next girl crushing it.
I love how cute these little samples are for those who couldn't see. How do you plan on using the prize money?
So I want to invest and help other kids who have a business already to grow it.
What are your sales today and your profit?
My sales today. I've had a few sales.
Do you have a specific number, amount of money that you've made in sales?
No.
What do you sell your product for? How much?
$5.
And what does it cost to make it?
It cost for a soap. It cost $2.50.
So I really love these. I love the branding and the marketing. Who is your target customer? Is it kids, or do you feel like older children or adults might also be interested. I'm curious if you have other variations on this that might appeal to other demographics other than children. What are your thoughts on like your target customer?
I like to, so for my target customer, I like to target kids because I know they love toys, but they always have to make sure they clean with the soap. And I think the toys make bath time a lot more fun for them.
And I think it was great that you called out the fact that it was safe, because if it's targeted for children, that's one question that parents definitely would have. So good job with that.
What are the ingredients that you use to make the soap?
So I use soap base, essential oils, and food coloring.
Like as you were talking about your inspiration for the idea, which was, you know, seeing your siblings in the bathtub, I was also thinking about Archit's business. I think you guys could almost have a whole line of like organic, clean products, some that keep kids busy in the tub and some that keeps kids busy on a rainy day with science projects. So anyway, I'm just thinking about your product line extensions, because I think what you're really talking about is our parents who want to give their kids something that's clean and healthy and gives them something to do, so the parents can do sort of fun things, you know, other than watch their kids all the time. So, so I think it's a very cool idea, and I love how you were inspired by your personal experience at home.
Before I go, I actually have more gifts for you guys.
All right.
Who doesn't like gifts? Who doesn't like soap? Everyone loves soap.
Wow, thank you very much. It's really nice, Lydia.
Yeah, Lydia, your marketing and colors and how well put together is really great. And you got your mom to help. Is this your mom?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Just so the audience can see our cool. Yeah. And it says, just in case you didn't see it, it says keep it clean, which kids really need to keep it clean these days. It's good.
I love that tagline. Thank you, Lydia.
Thank you, Lydia. Next up is a team of 4 7th graders: Valerie Castellanos, Angie Alvaronga, Savannah Johnston, and Giovanni Perez from Summit Tamalpais in Richmond. They will be pitching their business, Loonies. Let's welcome them to the Shark Tank stage.
Hello everyone, hello Sharks. My name is Valerie Calles.
Hello everyone, I'm Angel Berenga.
And I'm Savannah Johnston. We are a small business from Summit Tamalpais called Loonies. We sell glass cups that our customers are able to customize with stickers for themselves.
We chose glass cups because even seen that cups has been popular with others around us for higher prices than our own cups. They also last longer as they do not mold or go out of style.
Thank you.
As you can see, they are made out of very safe materials. We have both clear and foggy cups. They all come with bamboo lids, transparent glass straws, and a straw cleaner because we don't want any mold growing or lid poisoning, like Stanley cups, obviously. What makes this cup special is that we sell them with stickers. The client can pick and buy as many stickers as they want. Drink with creativity.
the prices of these cups are $10 per cup and $1 each sticker. The customers can choose however many stickers they desire. We chose these prices because we want them to be cheaper but still reasonable price for our profit. Our cost for each cup set is $3.50. A pack of 100 stickers would cost us $7 or 7 cents per each sticker. For example, if a customer wants to buy a cup with 5 stickers, in total that would be $15. Our profit would be $11.15.
We would like to win one of the top prizes because we wanted to expand our business and sell our cups outside of school. Check out our Instagram page. We already got a few orders from school and work on bringing more variety of stickers.
Thank you so much for listening to our presentation and follow us on Instagram at Loonies Cup. Now, if you have any question, you can feel free to ask us.
I love the cups. The stickers are so cool. So if I buy a lot of stickers, can I take them off and then put new stickers on? Or am I stuck with the stickers on the cup that I pick when I buy it?
No, that's okay. You can definitely take them off and put new ones.
And they come off easily?
Yeah, but they're also waterproof. But if you want to take them off, they get off.
Okay, awesome.
So where are you selling these today?
Excuse me?
Where are you selling these today?
Right now we're just selling at school, and we're trying to sell in social media, in Instagram.
And where do you get these cups? Do you buy these in bulk online or?
Yeah, we buy them in bulk on Amazon, and so the stickers.
Thank you. You guys don't have to step off. I actually have some more questions. Hey, Giovanni, I have some more questions. Oh, I have more questions.
More questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So how long have you had this business for?
We've had it for about 3 months already.
And are you all friends in 7th grade?
Yeah, we're all friends.
And who came up with the original idea?
I think me and Gio here. Yeah.
And you recruited your 2 friends?
Yeah.
And are your parents helping out, like investing in the business to help you buy the cups, or is this like through chores in the house and your allowance to start it?
Our allowance and also our school helped us a lot. So yeah.
All right, awesome. Great
Sure.
job.
I'd also like to say, I just want to compliment you on really understanding your numbers and how you outlined your profit margin. I mean, it's really important to understand that as an entrepreneur, so good job.
Thank you.
One quick thing. Yeah, hold on, not yet. This is just more a suggestion. I was just so excited. I just wanted the option to print out stickers with like pictures on them, pictures of me, my friends, my family, my dog. So one thing to think about is maybe like these stickers are $1, but the stickers like if you want a sticker with a picture of your friend, those are $5. You know, because the more sort of it's almost like a yearbook. This is a lot of things. It sort of looks like a water bottle, but it's a yearbook. It's something that says what your values are, what you're interested in, and so the more you can make it so they can customize the stickers, the things they care about, like the more precious this becomes to them. Just an idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll have it in mind.
How many sales have you guys had in the past 3 months?
So we've had about $210 sales.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, I just said thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Looney's team. Next up is two ninth graders, Himna Imam from Venture and Muham Malik from Doherty Valley in San Ramon. They will be pitching their business Tied Up in a Bow. Let's welcome them to the Shark Tank stage.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Maham Malik.
And my name is Himna Mom, and we are the founders of Tied Up in a Bow.
Okay, so Tied Up in a Bow is your partner in turning important moments into extraordinary memories. We specialize in personalized gifts across 5 different categories, ensuring that every celebration, big or small, becomes a cherished experience. Each gift is thoughtfully tailored to meet the client's needs and beautifully tied up in a bow.
So in 2020, due to the pandemic, we had a lot of free time and we had nothing to do. So we decided that we were going to start selling like food items, so we sold everything including burgers, brownies, and like a lot of other stuff. But in late 2022, we decided that we were going to sell baskets. So our first order was to a friend in late 2022, and then we moved on to creating 100 baskets for an interface event. And yeah.
So now, respectable judges, we know you love numbers. So let me tell you a little bit about our business numbers. We've sold close to 400 products, generating over $8,000 in revenue, with a profit margin of 71%. Seems like our customers not only enjoy the gift, but also appreciate the experience, and that's what we're all about.
So right now, we get most of our sales through social media, and we're selling locally. We advertise through mostly word of mouth, but within the next 5 years, we want to take our business from local to national. We want to establish a strong online presence and build an online store with a streamlined shipping system so we can sell our baskets all over the nation.
Okay, so now that we've told you all about it, why don't we show them to you?
Yeah.
Oh, there's stuff you can eat in there too. All right. Wow. All right.
So,
Is this like a theme? What are these baskets?
so the things inside each basket, they're dates, honey, candles, seeds, and then there's cards, but this is just like the basic basket.
Yeah.
You can add or remove things if you want, and and we have like different categories of like baskets.
What are the categories?
So we have announcement boxes, we have corporate gifting, we have party favors,
Special occasions.
and yeah.
Who's been your primary target audience?
So mostly we're selling in our community, like in our, just our community and locally.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like just for kids; it's like for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds there's lots of options for the baskets themselves and different occasions. There's a sense like there's a matrix. It could be kind of complex. So how do you describe to people when they want to go order something? Is there a small website I can go to? Do you have an order form? How do you scale this business? $8,000 that's a great business, and I can see you guys really scaling this. So how do you do it today, and then say 2 years from now, what does the business look like?
Okay, well, so right now we have like an Instagram and Facebook account where we're like post all this stuff, and whoever like wants to like buy from us, they just like private message us, and they can like, they just.
We talk to them and like we figure out like what exactly they want, and then we give them like our options, and then they build on top of them. So like this is like our basic one, and then everyone just like tells us like, oh, but like what if we want something like this, and then we like build on top of it.
Congratulations on making $8,000 in sales. What have you been doing with your profits? Like, are you reinvesting it in the business, or I'm just curious?
Yeah, right now we're just trying to make the baskets like better, add more stuff into them. So that's what we're using the money for.
And also we use some of them to like make our like Instagram and Facebook pages better, make like get better photos and stuff.
From your social media platforms, how do customers pay you?
They when they come to pick it up, they like can do like Zelle, check, or cash.
Thank you.
So
We're not ready yet.
I
Hold
got
on.
more questions too. So $5,680 in profits. That's a lot of money. So what are you doing with that money? You're reinvesting it back in the business? Are you having fun with it? Are you taking your parents out to dinner?
Well, we use some of it to buy the stuff to make new baskets, more baskets, but then the rest of it we just
Do you guys have any thoughts or ideas on how you make what you put in the baskets like more interesting and more appealing over time? Like I'm looking at the basket and I see a lot of things that I know where to get them.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering how you think about making the baskets more interesting and like special over time.
Yeah. So it's like based on like what the customer wants. So like sometimes we get we have some like desert baskets in which we give like deserts in like cute containers and stuff. And then like some of our baskets, so some people they want to like add some jewelry in it or something, and they're like, oh, we're gonna gift this to like 8 girls at a birthday party, and we want to add some earrings in it. So then we add those. Or like there was this one order in which they wanted like a bunch of perfumes in it. So we were like, okay, we can add those.
If there's additions, how do you add them if you don't have them? Like, does it take additional time to get those?
So
products?
sometimes it's like they give it to us. They're like, okay, just like add this inside the basket and then like make it pretty and we'll give it to them. So sometimes they just like give us the stuff.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's pretty customizable, right? Can you tell me a little bit about how you price it out and how the customer is aware of what it will cost them?
So our prices are like from $7.99 to $25.99, and it's like this is our basic basket. So this one would cost like $15, and then like if you want to add or remove things, that will like make the price go like up or down.
Thank you.
And I'm curious, like, in the $8,000 of sales you've had so far in the baskets you've made, are there any like trends? Like, what do people want in baskets more than other things? Like, what products do you find you're putting in baskets more often than not?
So a lot of the times we like sell during Ramadan and stuff.
Yeah.
So they want like dates.
Yeah.
Dates and honey and that stuff in it.
Yeah.
Because they want to give it out to like other people during that time. So and then like after that, people want like gifts for their like children and stuff. So then in there's like, oh, we want some cars for the little boys, or we want some jewelry or henna in it or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's amazing. The reason why I asked the question is because I just wanted to get you thinking about. So it sounds like you really understand your customer when there's times of year when there's religious holidays, you kind of know what they want to celebrate, and you know what products they really value. And just think of that. You're getting really deep into a certain customer who wants a certain type of basket. But think if you apply that thinking to different groups, right? They could be celebrating birthdays, they could be celebrating different religious events, and then your sales really scale. But I think what you've done now is you've created a template that really helps you understand a customer, and they're delighted by all these things in here. And so the question I would encourage you to ask over time is, what other types of customers can you delight by knowing like what they're going to just want to dive into that basket and eat or put on their skin or wash their hair with or whatever the product is. But thanks, nice job.
Thank you, Tied Up in a Bow team. Next up is Ronan Jane, a 10th grader from Monte Vista in Danville, who will be pitching his business Elder Safe. Let's welcome Ronan to the stage.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. Okay, you want us to give it a try? Yeah.
So Ronan's saying that he has an app, and we're going to look at it on the phones. Thank you.
Hi Sharks, my name is Ronan and I'm a sophomore at Monte Vista High School in Danville. I'm excited to introduce to you Elder Safe, a game-changing mobile app that has the potential to improve seniors' lives all over the country. Did you know that 1 in 4 seniors experience a fall annually and 1 in 5 result in a severe injury? Over $50 billion are spent annually on medical costs related to senior falls. We need a simple way for seniors to easily improve the safety of their homes where the majority of falls happen. That's why I built Elder Safe. ElderSafe is a personalized safety companion in the form of a free mobile app that aims to be the one-stop shop for improving senior safety at home. Users create profiles detailing their age and physical abilities, and then fill out a questionnaire about each room in their house. Using a proprietary algorithm, ElderSafe generates a complete list of all the safety hazards identified and suggests specific safety products to make each room safer, both of which are organized in importance levels based on the user's profile. The result is that seniors can easily fix hazards and purchase the products they need to make their home safer. So how big is the market for ElderSafe? With over 50 million seniors in the US alone, the demand for aging in place products is set to hit over $28 billion by 2025. 33% of seniors admit that they need home modifications to live safely and independently, but current home safety assessments exist in either scattered paper checklists or expensive post-accident home checks requested by hospitals. ElderSafe is the only free proactive solution that offers personalized hazard identification and product suggestions. And how will ElderSafe make money? My revenue model is a combination of affiliate linking, direct product partnerships, and service referrals. By presenting users with a recommended product list, I estimate buyers will purchase $150 in home safety products, resulting in $10 in standard affiliate fees. With a user base of 250,000 seniors and a conversion rate of roughly 20% of users making purchases, standard affiliate fees alone could generate $500,000 annually. Once ElderSafe has a sizable installed audience, I can form direct partnerships with product companies, which would bring in higher revenue share rates. It will also be possible to bring on referral partners for product installation services. All in all, I believe ElderSafe has the potential to generate $1 to $2 million in revenue annually once it has been well distributed. If I win today, I plan on using the prize money for advertising and marketing costs. This includes targeted advertising on the app stores and social media to seniors and their caretakers. Over the past month, my initial marketing tests in the Google Play Store have shown an impressive 18% install rate on clicks, with a low cost per click of only 13 cents. The prize money will also allow me to work with senior agencies and insurance companies who can distribute the app to their clients. So Sharks, by choosing ElderSafe, you're not only supporting a technology that helps our seniors age in a safe environment, but also helping redefine how we approach senior safety. Thank you for considering ElderSafe.
Thank you, Ronan. Can you walk us through how a senior might move through their house with the app, cataloging things that are in their house? Tell us about the types of hazards they might identify and how that feeds into the app and how it connects to the retail store that might be selling that.
Mm-hmm. So as you can see on the demo, users basically add each room in their house through a drop down of all the different types of rooms they could have, so a bedroom, a bathroom, a living room. And then once they select which type of room they'd like to add, there's basically a checklist of all the different kinds of hazards that might be in a room. So for example, a bathroom would have things like not having non-slip mats, not having a raised toilet seat, not having grab bars, having poor lighting, and then once the user has submitted that information, that all goes into this algorithm that, as you can see on the home screen, it calculates a safety score, and it also prioritizes a list of suggested products, which is based on that information as well as their personal information. So, for example, users with mobility problems, the hazards related to mobility are going to be more important. Yeah.
That was great. Thank you. I have one more question. Is when thinking about use cases, I think this is so clever. Have you considered other demographics that might be interested? One that comes to mind is like child-proofing.
Yeah, so I haven't exactly thought of child-proofing, yes, but that's actually a great idea. Currently, it's not just targeted to seniors, it's also targeted to their caretakers. So we recognize that instead of seniors filling out these forms, it may just be their parents or hired caretakers or their grandchildren, people who can use a phone better, honestly. And then it's also important to recognize senior agencies and insurance companies because like they want to prevent these things from happening. It's like part of their business. So having this app would also be really helpful to them.
It's great. Thank you.
So did you tell your grandparents that their house is full of hazards? How did you come up with this idea? Because my mother's house is an entire hazard, and she doesn't think it's hazardous at all. But if I went through there, I would find a million things that are hazardous. So how did you come up with this idea without insulting the elderly?
So yeah, the idea is actually from my grandparents' house. When they moved out to California, my parents had to make a bunch of changes to their new house because they're both over 80 years old. My grandfather has vision issues. Both my grandparents have mobility issues. So we had to do things like install grab bars, add tape to the stairs, things like that. And like they spent a really large amount of time online trying to find the right resources to figure out what were the most important things to do, which products to buy. So I thought, like, this is a disaster. It's taken them so long to figure out how to do all this. If this could all just be in one app where users could go through, put in the information for their house, and just get the products back would make everything a lot more simple.
And so these are Android phones. Do you have an iPhone app as well?
So the app is made in React Native, which is a programming framework that applies to both iOS and Android phones. So I can release the app to the App Store whenever I want to. Just Apple is kind of difficult, so to pay for the developer program, but that it will be in the App Store shortly.
And so do you have people who are testing this now, your grandparents?
So we've tested this in my grandparents' house. We've given it out to a few family friends who also have seniors. But apart from that, as I've said, we've run some initial marketing tests in the Play Store to see how people interact with the app and how many people are downloading it.
Once somebody puts in, and it was pretty cool how you took you from the risks or the danger zones in your house to like a specific set of products. Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to get like the customer experience through my head. So once you identify a bunch of products that you want, can you then like transact from the site and purchase those products?
Yeah, so all of that list of products, and this is actually how the app will make money, is those are all affiliate links that go to Amazon. So if a user clicks on that link and then sometime within the next, I think 7 days, purchases a product related to the one you clicked on, then I will get a portion of that price. So I think it's around 5 to 10%. But as I said, once we can make direct partnerships with product companies, that revenue share will go way up.
And so once you go to the Amazon site and purchase the product or whatever the affiliate link leads you to, then the product shows up at your grandparents' house, mm-hmm. right? And then what do they do with it? they have to install and set this stuff
So
up?
yeah, so obviously some of the products suggested are things that don't need installation, but of course, as I said, it's also going to be possible to bring in referral partners. So product installation services, like TaskRabbit,
Yeah.
and we will also be able to be paid through that method because TaskRabbit, other companies will want to advertise their services on the app.
Yeah, yeah, that's great. I just wanted to see you follow the experience all the way through, because if I sent a bunch of boxes of stuff to my mother-in-law's house, I'd have a serious problem on my hands. So having the convenience of knowing that you can get the product, and hopefully what you're selling isn't like the links to the products. What you're selling is my house is done and I don't have to worry about it. My mom's house is done and I don't have to worry about it. So you're selling like the peace of mind, and so you want to take it all the way to the finish line.
So it becomes a full circle once we
great.
implement those services.
Hey, judges, we're out of time for questions.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ronan, your phones.
Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ronan. Next up is two 11th graders, Nicholas Angel Ordonez and Shashank Kudinya, from San Ramon Valley High School in Danville. They will be pitching their business, Miracle Algae. Please welcome them to the stage.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Shashank. This is Nicholas. And today we present to you a revolutionizing concept, Miracle Algae. It's not just about growing algae, it's about reshaping the way we produce protein.
For the last million years, the Earth has been self-sustainable, but then the Industrial Revolution brought a large surge in carbon emissions. In the last 60 years alone, total carbon emissions have quadrupled to now 40 billion tons of CO2 being emitted per year. Side effects are showing already, and scientists predict that over the next century, the global average temperature will increase 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Another problem is that since the year 2010, the population has increased by over 1 billion people, which has led to widespread food insecurity, which can be seen with the 25,000 people who die every year to malnourishment.
So you may ask, what's our solution to these problems? We plan to use Arthrospira maxima, a microalgae that is commonly known as spirulina. This microalgae thrives in high carbon environments and when in its ideal conditions doubles in mass every other day. But we're not growing this algae just for fun. When harvested and dried, spirulina contains 60 to 70% pure protein.
So what's the plan? We would like to build large facilities with cylindrical tanks that are designed to help the algae grow while also being good for the environment. We will use a process called carbon sequestration, which creates an oil out of carbon dioxide, which also known as carbon bio-oil, which will then be filtered into the tanks to give the algae the optimal conditions to grow. This algae will then be regularly harvested, dried, and processed to produce this protein. The protein can be used for numerous things, such as yogurt, smoothies, and these cookies.
So we know you guys like numbers, so let me give you some. As we hit our peak production, each one of our tanks will be producing 500 pounds of dried spirulina per week. That's approximately 500,000 meals worth of protein per year. Also, each tank will be removing 20 liters of carbon dioxide per minute, which is equivalent to how much a car releases in the same amount of time. Another benefit of our product, Miracle Algae, is that we will be able to cut the product value of spirulina in half, from $21 for a pound at the current market price to now only $10 for our product. Our first batch of Miracle Algae will take 5 to 6 weeks to produce, but once we hit our peak production, we will be producing Miracle Algae every other day.
So why are we here? We're here because we believe that this prize can help take Miracle Algae to the next level. We would like to use the prize money to help invest in more research and begin working with more like-minded individuals. We would also like to use the credibility from winning the prize to begin talking to investors and also investors. Oh, and participating in more competitions. Remember, Miracle Algae is a promise for a more sustainable, affordable, and healthier future for all. Thank you for your time, and we hope you all will join us on this journey.
So just so I make sure I understand the product. So spirulina is like a protein substitute. It's like, how do I think about the product?
Think of it almost as a protein powder.
So it's like, so that's why so they're green cookies because these are spirulina enhanced.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Great. So you could literally, I could substitute my dimetized protein powder for a spirulina powder.
Yeah.
But you're going to produce it in a way where it's much cheaper. Okay. Got it.
You guys should go in the cookie business. These cookies are actually really good. And they're green, so when I saw them, I thought there was something wrong with them, but they're not. They're because of spirulina, but they're actually really delicious. So it is. How are you? I'm sort of confused about how I would buy. So I can buy spirulina today. How would I use your spirulina in a way that's different than what I can get in the supermarket?
Well, we would be able to guarantee that our spirulina, the way we harvest it, will be sustainable. So you would be buying from a sustainable business that's also good for the environment at the same time, and you're getting it at a more affordable price than the current price.
And you would market this to supermarkets so I can find it, or to be sort of direct to consumer, I can go to a website and purchase it?
We would like to begin direct to consumer in supermarkets and farmers markets, but eventually we would like to expand to be able to sell online.
And do you sell any of this today?
We haven't started. We haven't hit the market yet. No.
Okay.
What's your target date to hit the market?
It all depends on when we're able to reach investors.
What are all the materials that would be required for you to harvest it?
Tank directly, like with obviously being safe, using proper health precautions, and then pull it out, dry it in an oven at 80 degrees, and then once it's dried, you can crush it into a powder, and then you put it in a packet and you give it out to consumers.
Wait, can I follow up? I think you're asking, right, like what goes into the tank? So we need a tank, right? And then what do we put in the tank to get the yummy green stuff? And how big is the tank? Yeah.
Okay, so the tank will be 6 meters in diameter, 5 meters in height, cylindrical.
Yeah.
And what we'll be putting in, primarily the algae will be growing in water, which then we'll put the algae inside of it, and also a type of fertilizer. And then we will slowly filter in the carbon bio-oil, which is the carbon dioxide oil.
Have you produced it in small batches yet?
No, we have not.
Have you thought about starting small scale and then expanding once you reach investors, like before talking to investors?
We still need some amount of funding to get a tank that would have all the necessary equipment, like a filtration system. We need to get a good amount of the carbon bio-oil and other such, and we would need funding to do that.
So what's your startup cost? Like how much would it cost to get the tank and everything that you described?
So if we start at a small scale, we would expect $10,000 for a tank with the full filtration system, and then also have like an oven or something to dry the algae.
And who do you see as your target customer?
Our target customer are people that are just buying protein every day and are interested in the environment and looking for a more sustainable alternative.
How do you plan on marketing this different from other proteins?
We plan on marketing it more as, rather than being a healthier solution, a solution that's better for the environment. It's more thinking of the environment rather than health, although it is still very healthy.
Thank you. I think I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you, Miracle Algae. Next up is Hector Espinoza, a 12th grader at Freedom High School in Oakley, and he will be pitching his business Synchroma Studio. Let's welcome Hector to the Shark Tank stage.
Good evening, Sharks. My name is Hector Spinoza. I am a senior from Freedom High School, and I've had 3 years of technical theater experience. I've helped produce many stage plays in the past and love being able to bring a story to life. But one of my least favorite parts about my job is the convoluted workflows many designers such as myself have to use in the live event industry. You see, in live events such as concerts or stage plays, there's many systems behind the scenes that need to be managed at once. Things like audio, lighting, scenic set pieces, pyrotechnics, motorized sets. And consequently, huge teams are needed to run these shows live. As a result, producing shows can be a really big headache and requires a lot of data to keep track of. So I came up with a solution. Synchroma Studio is a software program that organizes all the data you'll need to run your show in a easy-to-use digital hub. I came up with a few designs. This timeline feature organizes all the data you'll need for your show in an easy-to-visualize manner, and visualize what your systems will do at any given time. There's also other features I came up with that don't exist in competing solutions, such as this grid feature that lets you assign each button to a specified action, such as starting a video, altering lights on stage, or playing a sound effect. Synchroma Studio has the potential to disrupt a $40 billion industry. And my research has shown that these companies in these industries run on tight budgets. Synchroma Studio can help reduce costs and save time. There's also some competing solutions already available. However, they tend to typically prioritize one technical medium, while Synchroma Studio aims to provide solutions for all technical mediums. We make money by selling licenses through our website to customers at $129, which is much more affordable than competing solutions. Over the past few years, I've learned a great deal about how the live event industry operates. And I've used what I've learned to create thoughtful solutions that address the needs of all live event professionals, big or small. The next step for Synchroma Studio is to start patenting these designs and testing with production companies. So who's ready to start investing and develop this innovative software? Thank you for your time.
A quick question. Is your system just the front end interface, or does it actually interconnect with all the sort of systems in the theater on the back end that handle all these like component pieces?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked that because there's a lot of stuff that goes into producing a show. So what I came up with is basically, like you said, the front end of what your systems will kind of do. And this visualizes what your system does. There's already a lot of software and programs that designers and operators use that output data to what's called the show control program. And this is kind of my concept of what a show control program could be. Yeah.
Thanks.
Is the app usable? And if so, have you tested it in your school's theater productions?
Currently, this is only like a proof of concept, so not yet.
It's a very catchy name.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like Synchroma Studio. And so are you a software developer? Would you be able to build this yourself, or are you looking for like a technical co-founder to help you go build this?
I have some technical background on coding. I've had some interest in it, but definitely not quite qualified to do it. So yes, I would need to find developers or build a team to produce this.
And you mentioned there's a couple competitors. So I have a better idea of what the software does. Can you name them?
Yeah, so there's 3 main ones. The biggest one being QLab. There's also Shoku Systems and I don't know how to pronounce it, Medialon Manager. That one seems to use hardware to manage all those systems, so it's costs a lot more. And QLab is the most popular one. However, if you want to buy a license for QLab, you have to buy them. Like if you want to do audio, you have to buy a license for that, and it's $500. It's really expensive. If you want to do audio and lighting, you'll have to buy 2 because you have to buy 1 for each. The cost for that scales up really quickly.
And how so you're going to sell for $129, I'll get the whole package, or are you going to be it modular so you can act like your competition? Are you trying to undercut your competition, sounds like?
Yeah, we're kind of trying to cut competition in order to be able to get more market share. And yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your marketing advertising strategy and then what you would do with your prize money?
Yeah, so we would want to market to, we'd want to primarily market at maybe conferences. There's a lot of conferences where operators meet, and we can kind of provide demos for what the program can do, its capabilities, and how we can speed up their production time.
And you mentioned that you're going to start doing testing.
Yes.
Do you have a plan for who are the people that would test it?
We'd want to start with possibly school theater programs first because they run smaller scale shows and scale up slowly to bigger shows. And we definitely want to start with kind of amateur level productions because they tend to be understaffed and they could definitely benefit from Synchroma Studio's ability to kind of reduce costs and save time.
Thank you. You got
Real
another
quick,
question?
yeah.
Oh, we got one more question. Hold on.
Yeah, just a couple quick thoughts. So, look, many very valuable vertical software companies were started in this way, where somebody really like understood a very specific problem inside of a specific industry, inside of a specific part of that industry. So, like, you know, kudos to you for sort of understanding that this thing could be better when you were running these shows and starting to really like disaggregate how to make it better by looking at features and visualization and all these things. I think it's all great. One thing I would just encourage you to think about is, I think you mentioned in your opener that you wanted to sort of target, you know, a broad array of theaters, and I think I would start smaller with an array of theaters where you can figure out over time like what set of features they really need the most. Maybe that's your first release of those 4 things. Maybe it isn't all 4 verticals. Maybe it's just the timeline feature, you know. And then from there, like really see who your customer is. Because I was in a theater today, as I was like thinking, and I was at the Sphere in Vegas last weekend, blew my mind. But when I was thinking about the range and complexity of theaters, just occurs to me that there's probably like the right place for you to start and really focus, and then you could sort of jump to other segments of theaters.
Thank you. I appreciate that feedback.
Thank you, Hector. Next up is Beatrice Roberge, a 12th grader at Camp Lindo in Moraga, who will be pitching her business, Scrub Woofer. Please welcome Beatrice to the Shark Tank stage.
Hi, Sharks. I'd like to start out by asking a question. Do you brush your teeth every day? I assume most of you guys do.
Once in the morning,
What?
once at night.
What about your dog or cat's teeth? Do you brush their teeth every day?
Don't even get me started.
Not as often as you'd like? Well, you're not alone. Most owners brush their pets' teeth only once a month or not at all. In addition to some truly horrendous smelling breath, all of these accumulated mouth germs can lead to tooth loss, gum disease, and even heart problems. But don't take my word for it. Veterinarians say that up to 90% of the mouth germs in your pet's mouth are located on the tongue. These germs and old food particles contribute to bad breath and additionally dental problems. I was inspired to create my product for my own dog, Sally. After I adopted her from the Animal Rescue Foundation, she had, after years of neglect, very decayed teeth and some terrible doggy breath. So, despite having 8 teeth removed and consistent dental cleanings, we still struggled to keep our elderly dog's mouth clean. And so, I created Scrub Woofer. here are some of my prototypes. It's a smaller one for something like a ferret or a smaller animal. And this one's a larger one for something like a dog. So to use Scrub Woofer, all you have to do is take some flavored toothpaste, such as this poultry flavored paste, which my dog was particularly fond of, beef and poultry, and you just put a tiny bit on the top, and then watch as they lick all of their tongue germs away. The secret here is the patent pending lid, which is covered with thousands of scrubbing bristles that are actually the same bristles that surgeons use to scrub into operations, to get every inch of their hands, and yeah, they're very soft as well, if you can tell. They get their hands and nails completely clean while also not irritating the skin, so that was essential. And I tested multiple different materials, and I found that these surgical bristles were not only very effective at removing the gunk, but also very gentle, like I mentioned earlier, and you probably felt for yourself. And so best of all, it is super easy to clean these. All you have to do is rinse them under hot water or stick it in the dishwasher safe, and you have it good as new. I will use the prize money to create a commercial quality 3D prototype, a one-page color cell sheet to give to pet companies in order to get licensing deals, and also create a website for my domain name, scrubwoofer.net, in order to do more marketing and also reach more audiences. Help me bring fresh breath to dogs, cats, and other furry friends everywhere. Thank you.
So Beatrice, this is a prototype right now, is that right?
That is a prototype.
So have you been testing it? Is it in use?
Yes, so I tested it out with my dog. Actually, I started with the idea years ago, and my dog Sally has unfortunately passed away. But she loved it so much that I had to actually add the grippy bottom, as you noticed on the bottom. It's over here where she would lick so hard that she pushed the bowl across the floor, and so I had to add that. But yeah, these are still prototypes, and my long-term goal is to license the product, and specifically my patent for the lid with the scrubbing bristles, to other pet companies, larger pet companies that have the marketing capabilities or the manufacturing capabilities to produce it with a lower cost, because these prototypes cost me about $5 per, which is decently high for a product like that, and I know that a pet company with the manufacturing capabilities already in place would be able to manufacture it for a cheaper price. And additionally, the average price for a novelty pet bowl, as they're called in the business, are typically $7 to $20. And so even at this $5 price point, it would be reasonable to manufacture them on my own, but I'm aiming for getting the word out and getting it more to these larger pet companies in order to license my intellectual property to them.
And why do you want to license the intellectual property out? Why don't you start at like a farmer's market and build them yourself?
Yeah, I've shown it to friends and family, and I do think that I do think that is a wonderful idea, but my aim has been to develop my knowledge in the intellectual property field, where I really looked into the patent and trademark processes, where I do have pending patents and trademarks for Scrub Woofer, the name Scrub Woofer, and that specific lid with the scrubbing bristles. And so that is where my interests lie, but yes, that would be a great idea. And I have tried it out with different members, with different dogs and things, but yeah, my interests lie mostly in developing the intellectual property sides of things, but that is also why I'm here at an entrepreneur thing, where I can develop my entrepreneurial skills rather than just my inventing skills.
So I might be a horrible pet owner, but I've never heard of something like this, and I just use the little dog bones that say that, it helps brush their teeth. Greenies. So tell me a little bit about, what's the competition look like, and how does that compare to my use of greenies?
Yeah, so this is something that uniquely addresses the tongue particles, where greenies are something where it's mostly chewing, so it focuses on the teeth rather than the tongue. And like I said earlier, the tongue is really where almost all of those germs and bad breath smell is coming from. So this is uniquely focusing on the tongue. And the only other competition that has to do with tongue brushes is this one.
it's like a pad that you also would like put some sort of treat on, and they scrape the tongue on there, but it was at a higher price point. And also one other bowl that had ridges at the bottom, or just bumps, and these surgical bristles, and specifically the design with the lid is my own intellectual property.
So so I just went through this with our dog, who was like the most popular member of our family.
You could totally take it home and
get
try it if you
treated
want.
the best. Yeah. So, and we had to take him into the vet to get, they had to clean his teeth because we weren't keeping him clean enough. So is this a substitute for brushing, or is this really about the tongue and we still have to get that little finger thing with the chicken toothpaste on it? And because I really would love to find a way to just hand the dog this and not have to brush it.
Yes. Yeah, so veterinarians have found that the tongue is a source of a lot of those dental problems, and so likely I would also be investing in more research into whether this is an accurate substitute for everything, to mouth cleaning related, rather than just the tongue. But it does seem that focusing on the tongue is the largest source of problems for the dental issues, which is why I decided to focus on the tongue area.
So it's part of like a dog's overall hygiene regime.
Yes, and so not only is it about getting rid of the bad smell, but also keeping the health of the animal up as well, because my own experience of my dog having all these dental procedures, being an adopted dog, having all these rotten teeth, it costs so much just to get these teeth removed and all these things. And if there is a product like this where all of those expenses could be avoided by a cheaper product, and this is a huge appeal for avoiding those like really expensive procedures, and there isn't really things like pet dentist insurance in case like you needed your pet to like get thousands of dollars of procedures, and so this would be an alternative.
Okay, thank you, Beatrice.
So one more question is, so your whole business hinges on whether you get this patent or not? And patents can take a long time to get, and you would sell then the intellectual property to some manufacturer that would be able to do this. So it's going to take some time to go do that. How many years in are you as far as obtaining a patent, and how much more time do you think you have before someone else is going to enter the market?
Yes, so I have filed the patent already, and I expect it to take another 1 or 2 years for me to get the certification for it. But currently from my own background research, there is nothing on the market like this. And so I'm hopeful that this is the first product, and I will be able to obtain that patent. And I would be waiting to move forward on it mostly until I get that patent and, security for it.
Thank you.
If you want to keep it for your own pet, by all means.
Thank you, Beatrice. And now for our last finalist of the night, Fatima Hussein, a 12th grader at Doherty Valley in San Ramon, who will be pitching her business, Workout Wizard. Let's welcome Fatima to the stage.
Hello. Hi Sharks, have you ever done an at-home workout by following a very generic online YouTube video titled with the name of 5-minute quick and easy ab routine, thinking that you'd get results, but days on end go by and you see no improvements in your physical body, and sometimes when you wake up, you feel soreness in body parts which you did not even work out? Well, I've definitely been there and done that, and that's why I built Workout Wizard. Workout Wizard is a tool that helps improve at-home workouts using computer vision. It's super simple to understand and even simpler to use. It's a web application, so all you have to do is open it up, choose a specific exercise that you want to work on from our range of exercises that are displayed on Workout Wizard, and then you can try out the exercise. Our advanced computer vision AI algorithm is able to detect whether or not you do the exercise properly, and if you don't, give you specific real-time feedback of what you have to do to improve on that specific exercise. And from there, you're able to exercise pain-free with reduced injury and see results so much more faster. Specifically, how our computer vision algorithm works is it'll detect the joints and body parts that are associated with a specific workout. So for example, if you're doing bicep curls, it'll detect your shoulder, your wrist, and your elbow. And based on the movement of your body, it'll detect whether or not you're doing the workout correctly and give you specified feedback of what you have to do to improve with that form. As a high school student athlete, I realized that a lot of my friends, family, and teammates and myself have found it extremely difficult to incorporate fitness routines into our very daily busy schedules. So I've built Workout Wizard to help create that affordability and convenience aspects for both high school students and college students to work out efficiently and effectively in the comfort of their own houses and dorms. Because let's be real, students don't have the time, energy, or effort to be driving down 20 minutes to our local gym or paying $40 to $50 a month for a gym membership. So this poses as a great alternative to combine and bring more students into the realm of fitness. I've also learned that across the 30 million students that live in the US, 9 out of 10 high school students do not exercise as much as they should. And I'm aiming that with Workout Wizard, we can bring more students into the field of exercise one step at a time. Thank you. Any questions?
So is this up and running?
So right now I'm in beta testing, so I'm testing it with a few of my student athlete teammates and my family friends, and I'm just trying to continue getting feedback on how I can improve on the model itself and the exercises.
And so did you build this application yourself?
Yeah, I did. I built it myself.
Oh, wow. And how long did it take you to do that?
Well, so when I first started, it was just started with just an idea, and I was all my skills were completely self-taught. So I literally just bought a Udemy online course on programming and an introduction to AI and computer vision, and I first started it, I think in October, and now it's February already. Yeah, so it's been a while.
And how do I know? That's very, very fast. There's a lot of jobs out for you right now if you wanted to graduate and go make some money as a computer programmer. How does the model work? So I'm assuming you have to build something into the software where the camera on the computer sees that I'm correctly doing curls or something like that. Where did you get those models from?
Okay, so since it's computer vision, so essentially what it does, it figures out the body parts associated with the exercise, and I specify that per exercise. So let's say if the person is doing bicep curls, like in the example, right? I'd say hey, track the movement of the shoulder and the wrist and the, what is this called? Elbow, yeah. Elbow. Oh my God, I just blanked there. And from there, I'll have a range of angles that correctly meet that specific form. And then it also shows repetitions there. So I'll also be tracking, if they're on the way down or on the way up. And based on that, I'll let them know hey, if you're over a specific range or under a specific range, I'll let them know that they're overextending their arm, underextending their arm, if their elbow is too far away from their body or too close from their body. And depending on the types of exercise, compound exercises, such as squats, they require, that involves a lot of different body parts. So I'll be tracking more angles, and in turn, it'd be giving more specific feedback of what they have to do to improve their form.
I could also see this for PT, physical therapy.
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be a great idea. Thank you.
One idea is similar to Ronan's app, since it's pretty hard for people to work out at home if they don't have the proper equipment, is you could have a page that has links to weights and other easy workout materials so that they can do all these exercises at home.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I was just going to ask a similar question. Are all of the exercises, do they require weights, or are they equipment free?
So currently, the ones that are on, some of them require weights, and some of them you can do with weights or not. For example, squats, you can do with dumbbells, or you could just do body weight exercises. But I'm planning on having both types to be inclusive of everybody, depending or not if they have workout materials at home, they can do one set of exercises.
And I think you've explained a lot in thinking about this targeting students, right, who are
Yeah.
busy. And I think an opportunity to get a lot of other kind of interested people, not just in the student population, in the busyness category that you could pull in as well.
Thank you.
So I see that there's a bullet point on there for a long-term goal is
yeah.
gamifying elements. Could you talk about some of what you envision with gamification?
Yeah, so what I meant by that was like based on like the games that we play, like I wanted to create it more fun and exciting. So maybe you could do like a leaderboard. I could compare, you could add like your friends online. You could compare like your exercises, or if you want to do like a group exercise, for instance, you're able to do that in like a remote sort of setting. Of course, that's more like long term. I'm more focused on like the short term plan. But yeah, I have a lot of friends asking me if, you know, maybe they could create their profile, they could log in, track their progress, see how many exercises they've completed, how many repetitions that they've completed. And I think that would be a great addition to add. Yes.
How do you plan on using the prize money like specifically for short term?
So most, like all of it is basically gonna go back into like actually building the technology and the model, because I'm currently running on like the free plan of the current deployment service, and I know that the more people that start using it, obviously it's gonna start like lagging out and might glitch out because I'm on like the unpaid plan. So I'd be putting all that money into like expanding the storage and making sure that the feedback that it's giving is like really on time and it's able to track efficiently and continue working despite the amount of people using it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima, and thank you to all the finalists for your terrific pitches. Now the judges will take a few minutes to determine the winners. Hold tight, everybody.
Are we gonna do it together, or do you guys want to do it individually? Yeah.
Okay. Maybe just in the back corner. There isn't really like a good spot for us.
I feel bad for the little guys. Oh.
That was fast.
Sorry.
Is there a time? Oh, it's only the top three.
Hi, everyone. Could we please be reseated? First, I'd like to say how wonderful all of those pitches were. They were all fantastic. I want to thank all of our finalists, and please call them to the stage. Just in a bunch, in a cluster. Before we announce, oh, no, stay on stage. Before we announce the prize winners, I wanted to recognize you all as top 10 finalists, and we have a little something for each of you to congratulate you. So, Hunter. Archit. Lydia. Valerie, Angie, Savannah, and Giovanni. Himna and Mahum. Ronan Jane. Nicholas and Shashank. Hector Espinoza. Beatrice Roberge. And Fatima Hussein. And now for our prize winners. In third place for $250 is Experimental Kids. In second place for $500 is Elder Safe. And for the top prize of $1,000 and the winner of Contra Costa Shark Tank 2024, Workout Wizard. That's it for Contra Costa Shark Tank 2024. Thank you all so much for coming and have a nice night.